Hey everyone, it's Sammy. I'm going to do another one of my blonde iconic looks, and I'm going to do the classic Playboy bunny. Now obviously Playboy bunnies have been around for decades, so the makeup has changed as well, but I'm going to kind of reference the more recent Playboy bunny, where they do the kind of super peroxide blonde, smoky eyes, but done quite lightly because it's a girly look. So your intention is to make your eyes look big and sexy, but not too hot, like not too smoky. And then just kind of a slightly bronzed look and big shiny lips. And so that's what I'm gonna do. I'm wearing my new Foxylocks extensions. I love these. Yeah, you can see the actual length of my hair is here, and these are, I'm not sure if you can see, these are like all the way down to here, and that's curls. I love them. I got them in the mail maybe 2 or 3 days ago, and I'm kind of just playing around and figuring out what styles I like to do. So I'm going to probably be wearing these for a couple of more videos as well, and I'll probably get better at styling them as well. But they're totally fab, so check out the Foxylocks. I'll put a link below, channel here on YouTube. There's a very sweet girl called Imogen that does videos on how to style extensions. But without further ado, let's get started. I'll go and take my makeup off and we can get started. So I've already done my foundation. I use the m.a.c Studiotech in an NC30. Now it's cream foundation and it gives you really high coverage. I use it with a damp sponge just to kind of mellow it out a little bit, but I do need the coverage. I've got quite a few spots after holiday that I've just been to. And then on for powder, I use the m.a.c Mineralized Skin Finish Natural in a medium, and this is a great powder. You can use it on its own as a mineral powder, but I tend to use it on top of foundation, and it gives slightly more coverage and also a really nice kind of satin finish. And under my eyes I used the byTerry Touche Veloutee. So we're going to start by priming the lids. I'm using m.a.c paints in Bare Canvas, and I'm just going to apply it with my finger. You don't need to be too particular with this. So just apply all over the lid. Now this eye makeup is really warm. You can alter kind of the shades you use just to suit your coloring, but it's warm and it has kind of like smoky, sexy edge to it. Now I'm going to be using the Urban Decay Naked palette. This is one of my favorites ever. And I'm going to be using a few shades, but we're going to start off with Sin. Fold the mirror over. Sin, which is kind of like a champagne color. And I'm just going to put on my lid with my m.a.c 239 brush. And you just lightly kind of tap it on. Go all the way to the inner corner. And do the whole lid. Then I'm just going to clean off that brush, and I'm going to take Toasted, which is kind of a medium brown, and it's also quite a sparkly color. And I'm going to put that on the outer edge, on the outer third, I guess. Really get it into the crease as well. And then just blend it out with your m.a.c 217. Go a little bit under as well. And then I'm going to go a little bit deeper. I'm using Hustle which is a darker brown, but it still has shimmer as well. I'm actually going to switch brushes. I am going to use my Inglot 10S brush, which is great for creases and it's quite a fine tip. So then I'm going to do mostly just in the crease and a little bit above it. And then pull it back into the corner of the eye. And look straight in the mirror. Always remember to look straight in the mirror and just check what you're doing. And blend it out a bit. And here where kind of like your crease actually goes down, I tend to kind of lift it up almost to meet my, well, kind of to meet my brow. I just like the shape it gives my eye, but you kind of work with your own eye shape and just blend it out really well. But a little bit of golden, well, golden brown then. I'm using Half Baked, which is a really pretty brown, but it's kind of flecked with gold. And I'm using the same m.a.c 217 brush. And I'm going to apply here on the moving part of the lid. And just kind of blending it onto all the eyeshadows I've already put there. Next, I'm using my Blacktrack gel liner and the Schuemura 6M brush. Now, the liner is actually pretty straightforward. Apart from, we're just going to extend it a little bit into the inner corner of the eye because I want to make my eye look as big as possible. So just start at the middle, do short strokes. And then at the outer corner, wing it up a little bit. And then also join it up here to the lower lash line. So I want to make my eye look a little bit more open, so I'm going to show you a little tiny trick. I want to line the waterline, but if I actually line it all the way to the inner corner, it will make your eyes look smaller. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to just start here, just below my lash line. And then connect it to your lash line. Just like that. And then I'm going to use a black liner. This is the Bourjois liner stylo. And I'm going to use it in my waterline, but I'm not going to go all the way to the inner edge. So if you can see, it kind of opens up the eye a little bit more in the inner corner, makes the eyes look bigger, because the Playboy look really is more, it's like sexy but cute. It's not overtly, it's like girl next door sexy. And then as the final thing for the eyeshadow, I'm just going to use the darkest colour of the Naked palette, which is Creep, which is the black that has a bit of glitter through it. And I'm just going to go all the way to the outer corner on top of the liner. Don't worry if there's a little bit of fallout. So you go on top of the liner and a little bit above it, and just blend that out. So brush it off. I'll then put on a coat of mascara. This is m.a.c Zoom Lash. And I'll then put on fake lashes. I'm using my favorites. These are Eyelure and they're Nicola, Girls Aloud Nicola ones. And they're really nice. They're quite thick, but they start off really short on the inside corner there, but then go really, really long, and I just love that. So what I like to do is I put my duo adhesive, I put it on the back of my hand, and then take the lashes with your tweezers, like that. And I'm using like a manicure stick. I'm using the sharp end of it to, I don't know if you can see this, I hope so, to apply the glue. Then you need to let it dry for a bit. 20-30 seconds is good so that the glue has enough time to get tacky. Now if it's your own lashes, it's okay to blow on them. Don't do it if you're working on a client. It's very unhygienic. So I'm holding on to the lashes with my tweezers from the middle. So attach the middle first, then pull the outer corner out, and then the inner corner in. Now the manicure stick that we used before, I like to use the other end of it just to press it into place. I'm going to do the eyebrows using eyeshadow from this palette as well, and it's Naked and it's light brown. This one doesn't have any shimmer in it at all. I'm just kind of cleaning up my shape and filling in any gaps. I'm not really changing it at all. I'm going to do cheeks. I'm actually using a new product that I'm trying out. It's L'Oreal Studio Secrets. It's the Duo blush, Sculpting Blush Duo, and it has a little blush and it also has a bronzer. I'm not going to use the brush this comes with because I don't like it. I am going to use my Sigma Angled Contour Brush, and this is F40, to use the darker shade. I also like to take it a little bit to the temples. And then I'm going to use my m.a.c 116 blush brush, and I'm going to use the pink side, the blush side. I'm just going to put a healthy glow. I'm going to add highlight with, this is a Topshop product, this is Topshop Cheeks, and it's kind of like NARS Multiple, and this is in Prism, and this is great for highlights. It's so much cheaper than the NARS Multiples. So just put it on top of your cheekbone. Then we're going to do lips. Now I'm going to overline my lips because I don't have a very big mouth, but most of the Playboy bunnies seem to overline even if they do, because they kind of want the biggest mouth possible. So I'm going to show you a couple of tricks to make your lips look bigger. The first one is I'm actually using an eyeliner brush. This is an off-white. I'm going to use it to highlight my Cupid's bow. And just blend that out with a finger. And then I'm also going to do a little highlight here. I'm following my actual lip line when I'm doing this. Then I'm going to take m.a.c Stone, which is like a pale brown lip liner, but it has no red in it at all. And I'm actually going to overline my lips a little bit with this. I'm then going to use a number 7 product. This is a Perfect Lip Pencil in 20 Nude. And I am going to go over my whole lip area, and I'm going to leave a little gap where I put the highlight and the brown pencil. And then I like to take a lip brush before I apply lipstick, if I can find it, and actually just kind of blend those lines together. And then I'm going to use a MAC lipstick. I decanted it into this palette. It is MAC Peachstock, and it's just a really pretty peach. Then I'm just going to add a little bit of gloss. I'm using Laura Mercier Golden Glaze just to the center of my lips. And that's the look done. It's really easy look to do. You're kind of trying to strike a balance with sexy and cute at the same time. So it's a fun look. It's completely wearable for daytime, nighttime, whenever. So I hope you like the look, and let me know if there's any videos you'd like to see from me, and I'll see you again next time. Thanks for watching. Bye.